Sydney Sweeney is what happens when you ask a straight man what he would do if he was a woman for a day. Combine that with the spirit of Rockefeller himself, and you have this sexy capitalist who sells body soap like she's running out of time. And we've almost come to expect it from her, even though we don't know whose tuition she's responsible for, that she's doing all of these things that are really objectifying. This is the second time since the snow melted that people have asked a blonde, blue-eyed public figure if she knows her grooming history. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the way this is making people remember the Brooke Shields Calvin Klein ad that she did when she was 14, where she was like very provocative and suggestive, again, at the age of 14. And Calvin Klein was asked about it, and I believe he said he did it because it was provocative. Like, he was trying to get the people going. And so for Sydney Sweeney to be doing things that are unnecessarily provocative in a way that does recall the 14-year-old Brooke Shields, and also Pretty Baby, and all the things that happen with like underage women being treated weirdly, and also the fact that she's known as Cassie from Euphoria, where people also asked, what does it mean to be portraying teenagers in this way, very, very topless all the time? Somebody said, so we're watching her writhe around topless in denim. Also, like, nip on denim is just, it's a ridiculous misinformation. There's misinformation on every angle, and I have not even touched the eugenics yet. I have barely unbuttoned the collar. So to speak, I could give you a thesis on all of the different ways where she is the best example of what would happen if a man wrote a woman, down to the experience of the sensation of a nip against denim and him thinking that that is hot. Like, you know how they don't even understand how, like, you would jump and you would feel something? Like, that is exactly what this is to me. And is she rich or not? Do you ever ask yourself that? Are you ever like, is she rich or not? Because normally when you're rich, you get to have an opinion. And you get to say, this is stupid, we should do it like this instead. Or does she just not care? Everything has a car. Like, okay, you're a cool girl, you fix cars. Like, I don't know, I'm being a hater. But I'm just like, she's not moving rich. She's not moving rich enough for me. And it's literally just giving, like, if a man were, like, pulling and pushing buttons and pressing gears and making a little plan to make the most money possible, is this not how he would behave? You can't tell me this isn't how he would behave. And you'd be like, look, and I can fix cars. And I'm a cool girl, eyes up here. Okay, now we have to address the I have good genes. Why is she naming her eye color? First of all, we know you have blue eyes. You won't let us forget. Isn't that so interesting? No, none of these people will let us. I know you have blonde hair. I know you have blonde hair. I know you have soap that men buy, and then you listen to podcasts where girlfriends are like, my boyfriend unironically bought the City Sweetie soap. What should I do? Red flag or deal breaker? And you're like, oh my, like, this is just, it's too much. It's too much. We know she has blonde eyes and, sorry, we know she has blue eyes and blonde hair. So why are they telling us that? Why do they want us to know? I have good genes. It's literally freaking like word hypnotism, obviously Aryanism, and just all the obviously so repulsive things that you don't think you're gonna need to say in 2025. But it's like, I have good genes. I have blue eyes. I have blonde hair. Eyes up here. Look at me writhing this denim. Ooh, so comfy. Nip on denim. Ooh, feels so good. Like, it gets to a point, and we're at that point. The other thing is the stocks went up. The other thing is the stocks went up. And so then, like, you have to ask, I don't know. I think there's, so you know how Harrison got cheek filler, and then so you're thinking about men and beauty standards and men and purchasing power, because normally women are the ones who have all this purchasing power, but are men like so clocked in their princess era and their like prize era that they're gaining all this purchasing? Are you buying jeans? They're buying soap. I also think Sydney Sweeney is a good example of any situation where a bunch of people have decided that they want to have more respect for themselves and not do something a certain way, and they're like, we're not doing it like this anymore, we deserve more. And because only one bitch will do it and she's like, I'll do it, well, that person gets all the money and gets to capitalize off it in a really gross, weird way, because she's decided that she can be the queen of this niche that nobody wants that kingdom, nobody wants your dirty land. And she's like, well, I'm king now. And unfortunately, lots of people will come and, entertain her. It's like, it's really, really a nightmare to live on that island of male validation. But it's not that you can't. It's not that it's not lucrative. It's just like, it's a weird choice. And a bunch of people on this side of like, for lack of the better word, like a picket line. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a little bit of like a moratorium on acting like that. And like taking roles and lines like that. And just being so every single time to the point where it can't be ironic anymore, because it's like, most of the material is just so like, and I heard somebody say, oh, you know, Sydney Sweeney is guy hot, Sabrina Carpenter is girl hot. And I thought that was interesting, because obviously there is like, you know, male gaze and written by a woman, written by a man, whatever. But I think it's more than that. I think it's like the intention to fully capitalize no matter what, in a way that's a little bit, I'm very curious about it. I'm also very curious if, like, you know, in however many years, 20, 30 years, there's some kind of tell-all, and then all of a sudden we have this other perspective. So I don't know. I just feel like certain celebrities today want to make like women's oppression look fetch, and I just don't understand why we're doing it. Like, people pointed out the difference between Brooke Shields and Sydney Sweeney is that Brooke Shields was obviously 14, probably didn't know exactly what was going on, like it was happening to her. It's not the same for Sydney. It's not happening to her. She's choosing to do this. Like, these celebrities, these like women bombshell looking celebrities these days who are trying to make like old oppression propaganda chic. Why are we not creative anymore? What happened to creativity? What happened to like, and somebody pointed out, it really shows how well the correction of like not degrading women as much in ads has actually been, for this to be so egregious and show, like, it's almost shocking how out of touch it is. It's almost shocking. And so obviously it's so intentional, but like, again, with Brooke Shields, she's 14, it's happening to her. They were trying to create controversy. And obviously this is controversy, but like, things stick with people longer now. Like, I don't know. It really, it's such an interesting move in today's day and age for her to be like, and I'm totally fine having my audience be all men. Okay, you know? I just feel like making your money off Aryan tactics and objectifying women is dirty money. Like, she has not done one thing that I'm like, I can get behind that, even in like you getting your bag. Like, everything she does, I'm like, oh my God, do you have to throw all of us under the bus to make a buck? Like, are you this? You cannot be this unrich. I refuse to believe she's poor. I've seen her too much. I've seen her family. You have a bunch of family and they can afford those hats. They can't like put in a pool to like get you to stop doing shit that like embarrasses women worldwide. Sorry, it's like the first time you're like, okay. And then the soap comes, you're like, okay. And then the jeans and the nip-on denim is diabolical. I will not shut up about the nip-on denim. It's starting to feel like she's hate criming us. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you start to feel like personally attacked by what these women are doing. Girl, start a fucking company. Do you not have access to the same lip gloss and phone cases that every other bitch that looks like you does? I don't get it. I don't get it. Think about it. So many women have been able to be successful capitalists, not this annoyingly. Did I just compare her to a Nepo baby? Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. She's not a Nepo baby. And apparently, she's a bottle blonde. And apparently, her jeans aren't even blonde. So, what is the point of all of this? My point is, like, can she not... Why doesn't she start a car company? Start a freaking car interior... It could be, you could do the interior, you could have things hanging from the mirror, you could have like, I'm gonna do a Girl Boss Town style video of things that Sydney Sweeney can do instead, and I hope that it gets to her because I'm tired of seeing this shit. Yeah.